Okay, welcome back for the second part of the high score. Just to put it, I'm going to do these in pretty quick, shorter videos as I break down the steps, and I'm kind of learning them as we go too, so I've never used Binary Writer and things like this before, but if anybody watches these and would prefer having them as like one long video, just let me know in a comment or anything. Everybody I talked to said they like really short videos that are more specific to certain tasks better, so I'm going with that, but it's easy enough to change. So let's go back to Unity and back to our main menu script. And I think what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to try this, I've been watching a few series on how other people did it. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a serialized array of, you know what, I'm going to make it as, let's add using TM Pro, and then from our game controller we can just copy one of these for the TextMesh Pro components. I'm going to add one of these in, but I'm going to make an array, and I'm just going to call it high score text fields. We'll go with that. Okay, and then if we go into the game, we select our main menu manager. Okay, so we have that value now. If we lock the inspector here, select these 5, we can drag them in. Now just unlock it. Okay, so we have access to those. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to make a class. Let's call it high score entry. And then I'm going to add a public int score and a public string initials. Or you know what, I'll just call it name to make it easier. Okay, let's make, I guess we can do it as an array since we only have 5. You know what, I'm just going to make it a list. So let's do a private list of high score entry. And then in start, I'm just going to create a basic one for it here. So I'm going to do, we need, that's completely wrong. High score entry, and we'll call it high score entry list. Okay, and in here, let's do high score entry list equals new list. That's wrong. High score entry list equals new list. And we should be able to initialize them right here. So we can do new high school entry. And I think I can just do it like this, I believe. So I think we can do score, set them all to 10,000 to start with, I guess. Name. I think that was kind of the standard. And I think we can duplicate this. Do that 5 times. I think that should create our list right there. So what I'm kind of thinking we'll do is we can have the list when the player gets a high score. We can kind of check it if it's higher than the lowest one in the list. We'll add it to the list. And then we can just kind of prune off any, after we sort them, anything that's under 5 we can just kind of remove, so there's only 5 in here. But we have that, and then let's make a quick little method. I'm just going to call this public void display high scores. We don't need to pass anything in since it's all here, but what we'll do is, so it'll be can do for int I equals 0, I is smaller than 5. Oh wait, we'll want, yeah, no, we'll want 0, I smaller than 5, I plus plus. And then we can do I score text fields I dot text equals, and then we can do what was this? So high score entry list I dot we'll do dot name and then plus, and then we'll do the same thing dot score. I believe that should work. Let's try it out though. So after this we'll do display high scores. This is in the main menu. We'll change that so it calls it when you click the high score button later. But okay, so that's got that there. We'll have to play around with formatting that later. But that at least pulled them, so that's kind of a start. Let's yeah, let's change this. We'll remove that and we'll do show high scores. So here we'll change the values. We'll basically display high scores will pull what's currently stored in there, then display it on there. So each time if you click it, if the score changed, it should update properly. For now we can maybe just add a bunch of spaces, just so something at least looks kind of formatted. Yeah, good enough. We could always split these up into the separate ones. We'll deal with that later. The main thing I want to focus on is making it work, that I can save and reload it. So I'll stop this video here.